All right, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a really cool technique to produce more wood ducks. You'll probably double or triple the amount of wood ducks that you'll have in your area. And it's real simple. Wood ducks, they're natural cavity layers, which means they find a cavity in a tree, they go in there, she lays her eggs. They've been doing that for thousands of years, way before the invention of the wood duck box, which was brought about, I think, like 1937. Now these hens, they're always gonna nest inside of a hollow tree. More wood ducks lay eggs and nest in hollow trees than they do in nest boxes. It's in their DNA. It's something like they see that hollow tree, they go in there and naturally lay in there. Problem is, success rate in those hollow trees is almost 0% compared to a nest box, which is 100% or damn near 100% success rate. Problem is, you got so many raccoons, they're also sharing that same hollow tree. So now when that hen is going in there, she's laying her eggs, she's got to lay those eggs for about 2 weeks without any raccoons climbing up there and finding those eggs, or else it's going to devour all those eggs. If no raccoon goes in that nest within 2 weeks, she has to sit on them now for 5 weeks. So chances are a raccoon's going to scale up that tree, find her, kill her, eat her, and then top it off with eggs. So what I like to do is get flashing and wrap the trees that I find that are along the river bottoms. There's a lot more hens nesting in trees than in wood duck boxes. And the reason being, there's a lot more hollow trees. I could take a walk miles, maybe 3-4 miles down a beautiful river bottom that's perfect wood duck habitat. I can almost guarantee you I will not come across a single wood duck box. But I bet you I could find maybe a dozen or so hollow trees. And that's the hens, those are the trees the hens are going to use to nest in. And problem is, they're just going to get killed by those raccoons. Common mergansers, buffleheads, and goldeneyes all nest in tree cavities in the boreal forest in Canada. Here is the breeding distribution map of a common merganser. Take note how it spans across the boreal forest in that puke tan color. And here's the distribution map of a bufflehead. Notice in that vomit tan color how their nesting distribution spans all across Canada and into Alaska. And finally, check out the goldeneyes nesting distribution map in that barf tan, and how it also spreads across Canada and into Alaska. You know why these ducks are so plentiful and don't need the help from installing duck boxes? Because there's no raccoons up there. Check out the distribution map of a raccoon in this diarrhea green color. There's no raccoons in the boreal forest, so these cavity nesting ducks don't need to deal with them. Now, if you look at the breeding distribution map of wood ducks in purple and that upchuck tan, you see it overlaps the raccoon distribution across the United States and southern Canada. And that's why wood ducks need nesting boxes with predator guards if you want to give them a fighting chance against these overpopulated raccoons. So right here is a big oak tree. The thing is huge. It's got little hollow spots in it. It's right next to a river, which is excellent wood duck habitat. Excellent brood rearing habitat just over that tree line. There's wood duck boxes I have dozens of wood duck boxes lined out down there. But a hen's going to use this den site. If you look closely, it's a little hard to see, but there's a couple good holes. There's one right here. There's a nice hole right here below it too. And then right here is a perfect 4-inch circle. And right where the stick is. And I guarantee you that hen wood ducks are using that during the season to lay eggs and hatch out young. Problem is, raccoons will scale up this tree and then go inside that hole and eat the eggs, or worse, kill her and then eat the eggs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put flashing around the base of this tree. That way it's safe from any raccoons trying to scale up the tree. Okay, now I'm at the base of that tree where those hollow holes are. There's definitely gotta be raccoons using this, because right at the base of the tree, after holding it all night, there's some raccoon crap. So you can see there's some seeds in there, and yeah, it's a big one. It's got a big old turd cutter on them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap up flashing around the base of this tree. Also, what I'm gonna do is any vines, see these grapevines climbing up? That raccoon will scale up those grapevines like a tightrope walker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them. And that way he cannot reach this tree. even if there's another tree next to it, right here we're clear, but a lot of times he'll scale up the tree next to it and he'll use the branches as a bridge to get to this tree. I mean, right now this tree is pretty clear. I mean, there's an optical illusion. Everything looks all intertwined, but it's not. This oak here is plenty far away from this tree, so I don't have to worry about a raccoon using those limbs as a bridge to get to this side. So we should be good. Yeah, so what I got here is my aluminum flashing. You could buy this over at Home Depot. It used to be like, I don't know, 100 and something bucks during the Trump years, but now during the Biden years, it's a little over $200. I'm not being political, I'm just stating the facts. So, but this stuff, a little bit goes a long way. It's 50 feet, and I make all my predator guards out of it. So this is good stuff. And the color is brown, which is great, blends in with the trees and, you know, the woods and all that. So you don't have to see an annoying white or annoying silver color wrapped around the trees in the woods. So it keeps it natural. So after you measure it and cut it with your snips, get roof nails. And this is always easier with two people, but I'm always alone. Nobody likes me. They just like shooting the ducks I produce. But anyway, make it high enough where raccoons can't get their feet on the ground and jump up. You want it nice and high. So he's got to climb up this bark, and now he's screwed. He can't go any further. So that's it. Don't put it too snug because the tree is still growing. It's going to grow. You may have to like pop them out and then replace, like just re-nail it maybe every 3 or 4 years, which ain't bad. So make sure you have lots of room so you can expect this tree to grow. This tree can grow another 1.5 feet. That's the way I have it wrapped around. It's overlapped. So make sure it's nice and even. And then you get these big head roof nails. They work perfect. And that's it. Don't nail them all the way down. Just give them a little bit of play. That way the tree can grow and it doesn't pop the nails through the sheet metal. And just put one every like 6 inches or so. Put one more, and that's it. Easy as that. And now we're gonna have another wood duck, maybe 2 wood ducks using this tree throughout the nesting season. They're gonna nest in it regardless, whether you want them to or not. It's in their DNA. They see that hollow log, they're gonna jump right in, they're gonna lay their eggs. But now, they're safe from raccoons. And if there is a raccoon living in that hollow tree, which I have a good feeling there is because the size of that turd, that raccoon's in there right now sleeping, or maybe I just woke him up. But when he scales down this tree tonight, he's gonna be like, what the hell is this? He's gonna slide past it, and that, guess what? He can't go back in it. Now he's gotta get the hell out of the area. So this is how you produce more wood ducks. And that's why we're the top producers, these little things that I do. And that's it. Now we're getting wood ducks hatching naturally. So cool trick. You ought to do it.